big in Grimsby, from which you've just returned. Which town?
I have just returned from Grimsby, indeed.
How did you leave it?
Oh, lovely, actually.
Was it?
First of all, can I just say hello to everyone at St Andrew's Hospice? I popped in there on my way.
You did. Going back to your days as a psychiatric nurse, of course.
That's right, absolutely.
Yes. Was it a good beginning, that, for a comedian, do you think?
Being a psychiatric nurse? Well, I don't know. It's quite a good beginning for meeting you, that's for sure.
There we go. There we go. You're on the road again, which is why we talked about Grimsby.
Yeah, can I just say, I popped into a service station and this bloke went, "It's Ruby Wax." I know Ruby, and I've got her mobile, so I texted her that I'd just been mistaken for her and put a PS, "I'm sure that'll upset you much more than it upsets me."
So now, I suppose, now you've been touring for 20 years, but now the difference is, of course, you have to sort of fashion your tours around the children.
I do indeed. That's right. I come home every night. I'm a very good mum.
Has it changed you, your attitude toward the job you do by having children? I mean, you spend most of your time, I think, being a mum now rather than a comedian.
I do. Has it changed me? No, I don't think so. A few things have changed in my life.
Yes.
Obviously, my house smells of poo all the time now. And, that's quite good, because I can pass it off on the kids now. So, I appreciate that a lot. I'm very irritable and underslept all the time.
Are you?
Yes, I am indeed.
Yeah.
Even nice things in my life irritate me, you know. Bloke came round, rang the doorbell, lovely bunch of flowers the other day. Me, oh, God, I find a fecking vase now, have I? It's awful.
And what about your husband? How's he coping with all this?
How's my husband coping? Well, I mean, I'm happily married. Unfortunately, he's not, but we can't all be happy, so... It's not that difficult, no. I mean, my husband's great. He's very supportive. He tries very hard to kind of keep up. He had liposuction recently, actually. That's the last time he'll ask me to do the hoovering again. But no, he's great, actually. He's great. We're both a bit middle-aged now, though, and I have to say, and I don't know if you'll recognise this, but he has started doing something that middle-aged men do, which is a bit worrying. He sits down to have a wee. And not necessarily on the toilet, either.
I've never heard of that before.
Have you not?
No.
No, you're still standing up proudly,
Absolutely.
are you?
I don't know how proud of it. Oh, dear. Was it like being an older mum? I mean, and coping as an older mum? Is it any particular problems or what?
Stress incontinence.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No.
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 That's when you go... Psh, like, obviously, if you've run out of the requisite sort of requirements, you can always fashion one of the children's nappies. It's handy.
What about bringing up children, though? I mean, what kind of a mum are you? Do you take notice of what other people say or do, or are you learning on the hoof, so to speak, like most of us do or did?
Well, obviously, people know who you are. They watch you all the time. So I've had to kind of get my kids, and I wanted them to behave well anyway, just because I don't want people to go, oh, that Jo Brand, you know, her kids are really badly behaved. But I have all the problems other parents have, you know, like the whole pester power thing that you get with toddlers. You're around the supermarket, can I have that, can I have that? You know, get to the checkout, your trolley's absolutely groaning, isn't it, with chocolate, cakes, sweets, and then they want something as well. It's a nightmare.
You mentioned the thing that, I mean, that's one of the problems. You go to the supermarket, people, oh, that's Jo Brand there, or Ruby Wax, whoever it may be.
Kate Moss, occasionally.
Kate Moss, occasionally. Now we go. Very short.
Jane Fonda, never, I'm afraid.
But I mean, how did you deal with this celebrity thing? Because, I mean, all of a sudden, quite rapidly, you became this celebrity, instantly recognisable. It brings with its own kind of problems as well as advantages.
Well, I had a stalker for a bit.
Did you?
But I'm very lazy and I don't go out much, and he got bored. So, he's gone. He's gone to someone more active. Well, I try and live a very normal sort of life, you know. I'd sort of, like, take the kids to school and that sort of thing. And our 5-year-old's at a school 10 minutes walk away. 10 minutes walk, right? And people said, how nice you'll be able to walk her to school, but I don't do that. I just put her on the trampoline and jump off the sheds, and she's there in 2 seconds. It's brilliant.
What about the other thing about having your children later on and considering now your some mortality, which you have to do when you have children? I mean, has it made you more health conscious?
Yeah, I suppose so. I did that thing, which I think everyone kind of in their late 40s does. I woke up in a cold sweat thinking I've abused myself since I was about 7 with chocolate, beer, fags, the whole lot. So I ran along in a big panic to my GP and said, look, what can I do to get fit? And he said, well, you know, steady on, take it easy. He said, just do something 2 or 3 times a week that makes you slightly out of breath. So started smoking again. No, I have to confess, I do go running as well.
Do you?
Yeah, obviously I check with the council that the infrastructure of the road. I do, and I run kind of charity. I wouldn't exactly describe it as run, sort of wobble about.
You were going to do a marathon, weren't you?
I did train for the marathon last year.
And what happened?
Well, I felt a bit ill, obviously. No, actually, my longest run was 15 miles. It's quite impressive.
It's very impressive indeed.
Very impressive, yeah.
That's 15 miles more like a run, that's for sure.
Twice round Richmond Park. That was actually because some bloke had nicked me sandwiches. But, you need an incentive. And, yeah, I just felt really rough. I'd had a virus. I felt rough and went to my good old GP again, and he said, don't run. Thank God.
He advised you against running, as any kind of physical exercise like that?
Yeah, he said, knock off 15 stone, then have a go. You know. I think I must actually be fitter than thin people, because not only am I running, I'm carrying kind of 4 stone extra, like my 2 children on my back, you know, so I'm quite impressed by that. I know you're not, but I am.
Do you want to be slimmer? Would you feel more comfortable, do you think, being... Because you weren't always a large person. When you were younger, you were slim, weren't you?
Bulbous, I think you described me
as.
It's terribly flattering.
Well, it was bulbously brilliant, I did say.
Oh, OK, fair enough.
It's all right.
Well, I get asked this a lot, you know, because I think people can't believe that fat people are happy, and I'm always getting asked, if you could take a pill that would make you slimmer, would you take it? And of course I would. I would take a pill that made me 6 stone, then I could eat my way back up to 10. And what a fantastic weekend that would be.
But you never felt the urge when you were younger, like Jane did, to become bulimic, to gorge yourself, and then eat all those cakes and chocolates, and put your fingers down your throat, which is what you used to do, isn't it?
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
No,
Happy memories.
Share.
Yeah.
Let's share.
I mean,
No, but I did.
You did?
I used to gorge myself and just forget to throw up. It went wrong there, then.
Good. All right, well, fine. So you're on tour at present. And?
I'm going to Hull, Halifax and Oxford soon.
No,
so
don't...
if you live there, come and see me.
Not the way you sell out wherever you go, don't you? Yes, you do.
I wish.
Really?
Well, some places, a little bit reluctant. Barnsley.
Ah, have you been to Barnsley?
No, thank God. No, I haven't. No, should I? Should I go?
I think the Theatre Royal's gone there now. There's the old music hall. I think there's a civic theatre there now of some sort. But you'd be very welcome there.
Oh, I might have a go then.
Yeah, all right, fine. Joe Brand, thank you very much indeed. Joe Brand.
Thank you.